Welcome to Sweet Boys History. In today's episode, who really discovered America?
1492. What comes to mind when you hear this number?
That was the year Germany fought the Battle of Stalingrad, right? That was a huge turning point in World War II, actually.
No, that was 1942. I'm talking about 1492.
Oh, 1492. Is that the year Columbus sailed the ocean blue?
You're goddamn right. In 1492, Columbus packed his shit and dipped out of Spain with 3 ships, the Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria. This is a fact we all learned about in school, and it's the reason we've celebrated Columbus Day throughout our entire lives. But, through hundreds of years of not-so-silent reflection and contemplation, we finally realized as a nation that Christopher Columbus technically didn't discover America, and is therefore canceled.
Columbus got canceled? Isn't he dead?
Oh yeah, he's as dead as Dane Cook's career. But that doesn't mean we can't still cancel his ass. When you think about the reality of America's history, saying Christopher Columbus discovered it doesn't even really make sense. Even our history books stated there were already Native Americans who called this land home. Christopher Columbus really only initiated the subjugation and assumption of control of a place or people by use of military force, or conquest in layman's terms, which kind of makes him not as cash money as we once thought. And that's why he's canceled.
Wow, that was extremely not cash money of him. And he didn't even really discover America, so who did?
Great question, Jared. It all started about 15,000 years ago, which was about 13,000 BC. While there's no definitive answer, there's a lot of evidence to support the theory that people migrated from Siberia to what we now know as Alaska.
Siberia to Alaska? Last time I checked, Siberia and Alaska are separated by thousands of miles of ocean, including lots of sea animals, like the sea otter, the seahorse, the sea slug, the orca, the roughback batfish, huma, nuka uapau, the huma nuka apua, the Promachoteuthis sulcus, and seal.
An astute observation, my shit-for-brains companion. You see, 15,000 years ago, ocean levels were much lower than they are now. Thanks a lot, polar bears. Driving around in your Jeep Cherokees, melting all our ice caps. You're no better than Columbus. But anyway, at that point in history, there was a land bridge hundreds of kilometers wide that connected North America and Asia, called the Bering Land Bridge.
Incredible. That's almost as wide as your fat dump truck of an ass.
I'm ignoring you. It's theorized that this land bridge played a vital role in the spread of many different species of animals, such as the woolly mammoth, the mastodon, the scimitar cat, the Arctic camel, the brown bear, the moose, the muskox, and the horsey.
Wow, I had no idea a few hundred kilometers of land could make such an impact on the perpetual development of a continent and its ecosystems in which its many natural inhabitants thrive in.
And I had no idea I hated teaching, until I met you.
That's understandable. I do ask some pretty intense and thought-provoking questions. I wonder why people even migrated to North America anyway. Isn't Siberia and Alaska freezing cold? Even though I'm kind of a tough guy who works in freezing temps quite a bit, the thought of living there makes me want to smack a fish until it speaks Spanish.
That is a good question. The theory is that since so many animals had crossed over, the humans in their never-ending quest for food, water, and shelter followed the animals, and over the years ended up in what we now call the United States of America.
Sounds like these kids were playing RPGs IRL. Hope they got their builds right. So what nationality were these people? Are they all ancestors of modern-day Native Americans?
Well, by today's standards of research and history, it's been determined that the original founders of the cities haven't truly been identified. But, up until the 1970s, the first people to find America were identified as the Clovis peoples, which was derived from an ancient settlement found near Clovis, New Mexico, dated to over 11,000 years ago. DNA suggests that they're direct ancestors of nearly 80% of all indigenous people in the Americas.
Dude, the discovery of America is way more complicated than I ever would have imagined.
Right? To make things more complicated, recent discoveries suggest that it could have even been discovered as far back as 20,000 years or more. But the science in this area is still being argued over, and is far from settled.
That's a lot further back than 1942.
1492!
I mean 1492. I guess we can give him credit for being the first European to discover America, though, right?
That is wrong. There's actually proof that Europeans set foot in North America nearly 500 years before Columbus. It turns out Vikings had landed near meadows on the Canadian island of Newfoundland. It's not clear if the area was ever established as a permanent settlement, but it is clear that the Norsemen were in North America long before Columbus ever was.
So, what you're saying is Christopher Columbus is a poser, and we need to start celebrating Vikings Day instead by growing beards and pillaging villages.
Only if you promise to pillage my village, Jared.
Oh, I'll pillage it all right. I'm gonna murder your townsfolk and set fire to your churches. It's gonna get so messy. Well, I guess that really wraps it up then, huh? America was discovered by the director of Cloverfield, the Vikings took over Canada, and Christopher Columbus really did discover America.
Glad to see you were taking notes, Jared. Well, thanks for watching. Goodbye!